If you see a murderer here, like this guy who murdered the 2 little girls, I forget his name. You look at their eyes. They got this look. Or they're just proud and happy that they did it. Yeah, fuck yeah, murdering, you know, but it's animal. That is an animal. That is not a human being. Now this is going to anger some people, and it's going to really piss some people off. But you wonder, how could someone murder kids? Like that dentist they just busted, raping as young as 3-year-olds. They have him on video of these kids screaming and actually passing out during this experiment. How could someone do that? Because he does not have a human soul in his body. If you take an embryo and it's born, when you have a memory, you know, when something happens, because you're a product of your environment, when something happens, when I drop this, or when I have some memory, a physical node, a physical change happens to your brain. And all your memories and experiences form these nodes, and you develop into a walking, talking person. But there's not a human soul there, just the animal. It can be smart, it can do all the things we can do, but it has no conscience. Now I know I'm going to get bit for this. I know that. I know I'm going to get yelled at. But when you ask, how can these people do these things, right? Because they have no conscience. No, they don't think like us. No, they don't cry at night for the pain people suffer. No, they don't do any of that. You see? Because they're not like us. They are truly not like us. So when you see all this murder and mayhem going on, those are not humans. They're animals. They got a body just like ours. Their mind has developed just like ours. They can do the same little tricks. They can juggle and do all the shit that we can do. But they have no conscience. But then they get them behind bars after they've caught them, after they've killed, 10 or 20 people, and they go, yeah, I always thought about doing this and that and this and that, and I didn't know why, and I knew I needed help, and da-da-da. And see, they know they're different. They don't know why. And that's it. They're just a friggin' machine. A biological machine. Walking, talking, but there's no human soul in there from, I guess you'd call it, the purpose of our reality. The reason there is reality, the reason that reality is shaped and formed around us the way it is, very deceptive, but there's a purpose. And these things are without purpose. They're completely and totally self-motivated. And they just do what they want to do, like any animal, you know what I mean? A dog wants to lick his ass, he doesn't care if you're watching. He could give a fuck. You know what I mean? He got no compunction about doing whatever he wants to do at the moment. Doesn't mean doesn't show emotion, all right? But there's no human being in there. He can look in a mirror for 100 years and never know it's him. Okay? Don't mistake that. Don't mistake the way these people act and cry and emote, because their actions show that exactly who and what they are, that there's no human soul in there. And serial murderers and rapists and killers, there's nobody in there. There's not. So that's why it happens. If you wonder where the fuck do these people come from, we build them right here on planet Earth, man. We make them with the environment we've provided. When there's no human soul there, what you get is a selfish, self-centered, needy, greedy, warped fucking machine that runs rampant because it has emotional capacity. That's it. So, scary shit, huh? To know that there's people walking around that actually would kill you for pleasure, basically. But I have a lot to discuss about that. I think the reality that is so fake around us, and that we only perceive it the way it was meant for us to perceive. I mean, it's no, I won't say a lucky accident, that reality is the way it is. So